Hey gang, Chris Hadley here with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. So mortgage rates have improved a little bit this week after a brief jump up because of the BLS's jobs report that was released on Friday this past week. So mortgage rates are hovering right around 6.75% APR on a 30-year fix for borrowers with good credit, low debt ratio. And we're also around 6.65% APR for our first-time buyers who don't have to pay those government loan level price adjustments. Now, I wanted to dig into this BLS report that was released this past week, so this video is going to be a little longer than usual, but please stick with it. There's a lot of info here that I think will help you and your clients as we move forward through this year and really through life. It's good stuff to know. So first, BLS stands for Bureau of Labor and Statistics, and it's simply a government agency that compiles labor and economic data and issues monthly reports about the data they compile. The report they released on Friday was for the data reported through January of 2024. And it's packed with a bunch of stuff, but I'm going to give you the highlights and poke a few holes into what the mainstream media and even the BLS themselves are telling us. So the headlines read that there were 353,000 jobs created in January. That's almost double the 180,000 jobs that were expected. Good news, right? Well, hold on a minute. The BLS uses data that is heavily adjusted based on a few factors like seasonal adjustments and population control adjustments, and these adjustments are more prevalent in January. So the formulas they use for some of these adjustments you can see here. So, but when you strip out these adjustments and look at the real unaltered raw data, there were actually 2,635,000 jobs lost in January. So when I saw this number, I looked through the report, and one of the only private sectors that added jobs in January were accounting firms, which actually makes sense, right? Because they're gearing up for the tax season, they're getting ready for preparing tax returns and all the stuff that comes along with tax season. So they also reported that hourly wages rose from 0.06%, which was also double expectations. What they failed to mention was that the average hours employees were working dropped from 34.3 hours to 34.1 hours, which is the lowest point it's been since 2010, excluding, of course, the pandemic mess that we went through a few years ago. So even though employees' hourly rates have increased, our average weekly earnings were flat in January and fell year over year. To put this in perspective, the entire labor force is working 30 minutes less per week compared to January of 2023 today. So that's equivalent to losing 2.4 million jobs on top of the 2.6 million that were lost just organically. So lastly, the unemployment numbers that it is advertised is also a little misleading. If you Google unemployment, you'll get a figure that shows unemployment around 3.7%. But if you look at the BLS's own report, it's called a U6 report. The real unemployment is 7.2% when you count the people who have either stopped looking for jobs and no longer getting unemployment, or they're underemployed or working part-time when they really want to be working full-time. If you or someone you know is looking to purchase a home and you don't know where to begin, give us a call here at Team Hadley at 717-730-4476 or on my cell at 717-571-6384, and we'll be able to guide you and help you get on the path to building wealth through home ownership. Have an awesome day. Take care.